Sorry, I didn't see you there. Don't mind me as I reapply my La Mer lip gloss. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Anthropology. If this is your first time on the channel, welcome. I hope you enjoy your stay. Today, we're talking about La Beauté Louis Vuitton, Louis Vuitton's new cosmetic line that is launching as we speak. This is a new range of products for them. It has come with a hefty price tag that only Louis Vuitton could muster. So if you're interested in this type of content, please keep watching. If you have never seen my face before, welcome. I talk all about things fashion, consumption, luxury related, sometimes cats, sometimes the other random thing here and there. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, please consider subscribing. Comment what you think of this line and of the prices down below. And without further ado, let's get into it. So earlier this week, the press for Louis Vuitton's beauty range was announced. It was launched. The press little teasers were announced, and it has raised a lot of eyebrows. So the primary product which is launched and which is a part of this range is their lipsticks. They will be launching 55 lipsticks, a ode to the Roman numeral LV for 55 in a matte and satin finish. There are also 10 lip balms of various shades as well. Now, these are retailing for $160 US. $160 US for a lip gloss. I don't know, you guys, that's crazy, but it's more than that. They're also launching 8 eyeshadow palettes for around $250 US each. Now, the main thing that they're claiming is that they're meant to be architectural pieces. The pieces itself were designed in collaboration with an industrial designer, Konstantin Grishchik. Sorry if I mispronounced that. And obviously, the main heavyweight player in this is Dame Pat McGrath, who is a British makeup artist, the only makeup artist to actually have a dame, or to be damed, to be a dame, to be damned. I don't know. But essentially, this is launching August 20th in China, August 25th for the pre-launch online, and then August 29th global launch. So why is this causing so much commotion and kerfuffle? The pricing for this is legitimately crazy and well outside of the norms of their competitors. The closest one is Hermes, and Hermes is known to be top tier luxury. And the Hermes pieces, I looked, they charge around $80 for a lipstick, or 95 Canadian. That is double what Hermes. So LV is 160, Hermes is 80. They are both refillable. The refills for Louis Vuitton will be around $70. So well, unless you basically get to keep the packaging. And then also for the palette, it'll be around $90 when they become available. So as a LV embossed into this piece itself, as well as it looks like there are different like motifs for Louis Vuitton sort of scattered throughout the pieces themselves. Now, Pat McGrath was quoted as saying in the press release that these are basically meant to be this new chapter is about pushing craftsmanship into another realm. Makeup is meant to be playful, joyful, fun, expressive, all of those things. However, the price point is crazy. Now, Louis Vuitton's master perfumer is also said to have scented each piece with notes of rose and jasmine. Does this really equate to $160 US for a lipstick? I don't know. My example here, this is the La Mer Volumizing Lip Plumper. Now, this is for $120, but La Mer is skincare. So at least you're meant to reduce the fine lines with something like this. And this is I've used for 4 years. I love it. Robin gets me one every year. But that's the closest thing that I have in comparison to this. Now, why did they choose Pat McGrath? So Pat McGrath, obviously British makeup artist, in 2019, she was named as one of Time's most 100 influential people in the world. She started her own line in 2015, and then by 2019, it became a billion-dollar brand. She's known for her pieces themselves are very expensive. Not as expensive as this. So for example, on her own range for lips ranged from $38 for a gloss up to $51 for a lipstick. In 2025, she was announced as the creative director of Louis Vuitton Cosmetics. And throughout her career, she has worked with McQueen, Galliano, and Armani to create their own products as well. For the past 20 years, though, she was working with Louis Vuitton to do the makeup for their shows. So she's very well known within the house itself. And not only did they make makeup products, but they made 3 physical trunk pieces. So if you want to buy a little trunk for your lipstick, it will run you $29.90 USD. It fits exactly 1 lipstick, so enjoy that. They've also made a lipstick collection trunk, unknown price at this time, but you will receive 1 of every lipstick in there. So I'm sure it is 160 times 55 plus, and then double that, and then triple that, actually. So that's how much it will cost. And then the pièce de résistance is this beautiful makeup station trunk, which will run you an eye-watering 410,000 US dollars. So obviously these are meant for the rich of the rich to have enough money to spend and play on face paint. We do know a few color names: Monogram Rouge, which is meant to be more of an ox bloody red. There's Rose Odyssey, which is meant to be more of a pink, as well as Rouge Louis, which is meant to be a really, really bright red. A lot of companies, a lot of celebrities have shifted into cosmetics as of late, probably like honestly the pandemic onwards. And this is Louis Vuitton's essence into it. Celine also came into it recently as they try to find ways to scrounge more money from people and build up their product base. But $160 for a lipstick is truly well and above almost all of their, literally all of their competitors, like well and truly above. Dior, for example, sells their lip products for $47. So it is 4 times almost the price of a Dior lipstick. Will people buy them? I 1000% think people will buy them. I thought the same about Hermes when Hermes started making lipsticks, although I believe the first one that really caught my attention for lipstick was actually Louis Vuitton. I think Louis Vuitton did makeup very interestingly with their like pointed applicator. But what do you guys think? Will you be purchasing any of this Louis Vuitton makeup? I'm curious to see the bombs. I love a good bougie bomb. Prada has a bomb that I'm very interested in, but it's $60, which at this rate, that seems like a steal. So what do you think? I'm curious what the prices will be in Canada, because if it's pushing $200 for a lipstick, like, girl, be gone. But let me know what you think. Will you be purchasing any of this makeup? I'm curious to know when the reviews come in to see how it actually pays off. One thing to sell a luxury product, but at this rate, it needs to actually deliver in terms of pigmentation, in terms of wear, in terms of this lasting feel on the lips. Pat McGrath is a well-renowned makeup artist, probably like one of the most famous makeup artists, and she's known for her own lab creations as well. So I'm sure everything will be done spectacularly, at least I hope so. And it's meant to be for everybody. Pat McGrath is a woman of color, so she designs from that viewpoint that it should look pretty much really good on every single skin tone. So at least it'll be inclusive in that way. But let me know what you think. Will you be purchasing it? Will you be buying any of the pieces? What do you think of the trunks? But yeah, thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys.